Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Shabbat Shalom. It is Friday, August 26th, uh, 10:30-ish p.m. And so it's this Sabbath Eve, right? So it's still appropriate. Shabbat Shalom. Yeah, how's everybody doing? I pray that you guys are all doing good. Everybody's having a restful and blessed day going into your Shabbat morning and evening. Hopefully some of you guys don't have to work. Unfortunately, this week I do, so there's that. But either way, it's still Baruch, a blessed Shabbat for me. Hey guys, so I felt like uploading again today. And then I did not feel like uploading again today. Didn't feel like uploading today because everything around me is not as copacetic as they have been for the last couple of weeks. And so that's why I didn't really want it to upload when the thought first came to me, because I said, I'll only upload if I feel like it, you know what I mean? Like if I just feel like I got something to say and I'm like, hey, I just want to say it. It's like, because like I said, this is like my video testimony, right? So I'm like, what? I don't have nothing to say right now. Like I don't even feel like uploading, you know what I mean? Like, because like I said, everything around me is not as copacetic as I would like them to be. But see, the thing is, when you arrived in Yahusha HaMashiach, right? Jesus Christ, again in English. When you arrived in him, it's, you know how the world used to always make you feel like, man, once God is with you and you give your life over to God and you're living for God, everything is going to be good, boom, you're going to be blessed, da 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 da, everything is going to be good. The thing is, that is true. Everything is going to be good and you are going to be blessed. But what they don't really explain is that, because usually you figure I'm going to be blessed. That means I'm going to get that good job. You know what I mean? My car's going to be okay. You get what I'm saying? Me and my people's going to be living lovely. God, people love God. Everybody's going to love you for it. That ain't always what's true. That is not always what is true. And some people that I even like follow, that's what, before I even stepped out on faith and like doing this like this, I always admire them for keeping it real when it didn't. So then imagine me now when a thought said, hey, you should try to upload at least once a week, between Friday evening or Saturday morning, I figured. And then it's like, yeah, so you should upload something this week. And I'm like, nah, man, I don't feel like it. Because I'm like, I'm not in the mood. It's like, wait, what? So I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, nah, let me just keep it real. It's what I even admire, like I said about others. I couldn't even, I'm going to sit up here and be hypocritical like I can't do it myself. Nah, this ain't that. So the truth is, like I said, yes, everything around you don't always stay as copacetic as you would like them to be. But the honest reality is that you're going to be okay regardless. It's a different feeling, right? Because regardless of whatever, I just feel differently. And I really, because it's really like facts, like it's just different. It's different. It's different. It's different. Now, I've gotten upset behind, like I said, what situation, you know what I'm saying? I won't really go into details, but I've gotten upset. But immediately I'm like, no, yeah, I don't even want to get upset. Like, I don't even want to get to the point where no one upset me anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like where it doesn't matter what they do. Like, it doesn't upset me because vengeance is Yahuwah's. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not mine. But you're still human. You still feel like you're still human. You know what I'm saying? Somebody read you the wrong way. For me, that's always been my issue. Like, I don't like to be misunderstood. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like to be accused of something that I don't do. You feel what I'm saying? But it's happened. It's going to happen. And then what are you going to do about it? man, I give it to Yahusha. You feel me? But it doesn't mean that all of a sudden, like, you don't have feelings. That you feel it. I felt it, cried over it, got angry. But I promise you guys, this time it was different. And I just know, it's like I know with a clarity, like each time, each test, it's gonna be even more different, and you're gonna get better every time. And that's the truth. You're gonna get better every time. Because it don't, bro, when you hold on to like anger, you feel me? That stuff breaks you down. I don't care. Like, you could be angry and it feels good, especially when you're angry, and especially if somebody's coming at you, which even unfair, you're angry, man, you want to shut that thing down. You know what I'm saying? Da 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 da. You just want to fight back, defend yourself. That feels good in the moment. Who are we kidding? You get what I'm saying? But with this walk, in the name of Yahushua HaMashiach, with my walk, I knew I couldn't react that way. You see what I'm saying? I could not react that way. I had to turn it over to him. And I did. And it felt better this time. I can't explain it to nobody. It just felt better this time. And I know, like I said, I call it leveled up. You know what I'm saying? It's like I knew it was a level up. All right. A coach that I follow, right, and that I respect a lot. Yesterday, she did a show. That's even what even kind of brought on some of today. Like, yo, I want to, because like I said, this is like my video journal. You get what I'm saying? My video journal and my video testimony of what Yahusha Hamashiach is doing for me. And yesterday she was telling a story where basically she was like, this job that she want to get, I'm gonna paraphrase it real quick. This job she was trying to get, been out the workplace for like 10 years in corporate America, right? Because she has a master's and everything like that. So not just Wendy's or even the CNA, not that there's anything wrong with those. You get what I'm saying? But I'm saying it was like a corporate position, right? And so she was nervous, understandably. You get me? Because the gap in between, and then she was nervous. That it's a series of interviews too. Usually those big positions, you gotta go through like 3 different interviews, right? And so her first interview aced it. The second interview, the first person was told her like, man, this one is rough. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And so her nerves was already there from the first one. Second interview, her nerves was there even more. She nervous. While she's waiting for that interview, all of a sudden, no one sent for it, right? But here it comes. All of a sudden, a thought that somebody has said to her, a negative thought that a friend of hers, right, has said to her like, man, you're so mean and cold-hearted, da 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 da. This thought just came to her out of nowhere. Why are you here? No one asked you to come. So now she's like even feeling even more nervous. Like, bro, I mean, what if, they don't like me? Like, what if they read me as cold too? Da 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 da. Anyway, she had to do what she had to do, get her mind right, whatever, ace the interview. So much so is in the interview, they was even telling her how sweet she is, right? And see, that's how y'all works, like for real, And they're telling her how sweet she is. And so afterwards, because she's a person of faith, so afterwards she's like, man, why did that thought just came to me from this person? And Yahusha do as he do, and he started teaching her, because everything, once you're in him, everything, like for real, you get better. Everything else around you might not get better, but you get better. You get better, right? And so he's teaching her like, man, because why did that person call you mean though? What did you do to them for them to call you mean? And then she realized that, man, because I had to put my foot down, like I had to set some boundaries, because that person was kind of causing disruption, whatever. And she went on. Anyways, the point in it that, I took from that, I'm like, yeah, because sometimes people, it just came into, my personal situation, like, dang, sometimes people can just read you wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll see me and then look like, oh, you think you all of that, and you know what I'm saying, you this and you that, like you above this or you above that, you get what I'm saying, or you on a high horse, so to speak. Meanwhile, you have other people that know me like, man, you beat up on yourself too much. You know what I'm saying? You need to give yourself a break, forgive yourself, da 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 da. Point that I'm making. How are you really though? How are you really? Right? How are you really? And how are you in Yah? You get what I'm saying? Because sometimes we all hear that thing and we all want that thing. Don't judge a book by its cover. Nobody wants to be judged by its cover. But how are you really? You know what I mean? Because this one's going to have an opinion, that one's going to have an opinion. But what opinion is true? What opinion is right? You know? You always, of course, wants to have humility. And when you're really truly in Yah, you are humble. It just goes without saying, man. You really are humble. Because you had to humble yourself before you can even come to him, period. You get what I'm saying? And yeah, and so that just basically lead me into like wanting a journal that night, and like, you know what, I just want to really make sure that I mean what I say and I say what I mean. You know what I'm saying? That I'm not saying something and then doing something else. Like I mean what I say and I say what I mean, you know? And yeah, so that, like I said, I just wanted to share and then talk to you guys. And with me, right, because as a believer, I always want to connect everything back to the word. And so I was feeling like all of this, and I was, writing it down, and something's like, hey, you should just, do like your little video vlog and talk about it. And like I said, I'm like, I don't want my channel to be about that, because it's not about, what the outside is doing. It's about what me and Yah is doing. But I guess it's just transparency, because like I said, it was something that, kind of bothered me, and it was something that is kind of unfair, but hey, it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because you're in Yah and you don't react to how you even want to react. So I guess that's the honest truth. Like, you're gonna feel like you even want to still react, but I did not. You get what I'm saying? And I did not. And it's not received like how I meant it, but I know I meant what I meant, and Yahuwah is still watching me, and Yahuwah is still working with me. And the whole point is, like I said, guys, I don't even know how to explain it, man, but I just know that I'm different, and I know I am better for it. I'm better for it. So whoever who feel like, hey, you on a religious high horse, or you this or you that, it's not my fault if I'm better for it. Like, I'm better for it. I'm better for it, right? And so I'm in the book of Yasha right now. And I'm reading I am in chapter 15. And in chapter 15, it's talking about the story with Abraham and Sarah. And it's basically and according to the book of Yasher, Abraham had already had some miraculous stuff happen to him. Like, Yahuwah saved them from a fire, right? Yahuwah saved them from a fire. So this already happened to him, right? And because I told y'all there's something that happened with me on August 8th, Monday, August 8th, that I saw with my real life eye, and I just haven't been led to put that out there yet. But something happened to me. That's why I kind of had to step out on faith and like, now I got to do what I got to do, because guys, I don't know why, but something happened to me, like I said, where I saw something. I saw what I saw. And from my prayer family, it was definitely a divine intervention. It was a divine experience. And so, like I said, so I know something happened with me where I changed and became something else. And I'm still walking, I'm still growing. Like I said, I'm by no means thinking I'm on nobody's high horse, but hey, it is what it is. Those were the words that came at me, and I was so upset. Like, like, I was so upset. But I didn't react how I felt like reacting. I gave it all to Yahuwah, and I reacted, even to the person that kind of said those words, just like still with love. Didn't even bring it up to them like I was bothered or anything, but I was bothered. You know what I'm saying? Or I was upset even. And like I said, yeah, and then today, all that is out, all that, it's like I got my healing from it, right? So, like I said, so I'm reading now in Yasher, and again, this is after that miraculous experience already happened with Abraham. And Abraham, now it's years later, a couple of years later, and it just shows to me like, see, we're still human at the end of the day. No matter what, we're still human. We still have feelings. We still get tested. So he's moving to somewhere new. He's looking at his wife Sarah like, wow, you're very beautiful, man, and I don't want these people over here. They was going to Egypt. He's like, I don't want these people over here to take you because you're very pretty, and they don't have the fear of Yah in them, so I don't trust them. So hide yourself in this thing. And if any, before he even told her to do that, he told her to tell them we're brothers and sisters, and told all his people, if they asked, tell them that's my sister. But still, that didn't even soothe him enough. He's like, man, bump that, you my sister, but yeah, get in this chest, and so she did. And as faith will have it, they go, and the guys just wouldn't let them pass with a chest. They're like, well, what's up with this chest? And he's like, nah, man, it's not like I'll pay you mad money just to now open my chest. They don't care. They roughed them up. They opened the chest anyways. Saw Sarah, and of course they're like, whoa, she is good. She is fine. She is fine, fine, fine. Which, mind you, Sarah at that time was like in her 60s. So I'm just saying, like, what skin tone can do that look like fine, fine, fine like that, even in but okay, you know what I mean? Like, if that's one of the stories I'm like, yeah, I know, I believe that she was definitely melanated. But but anyways, back to it. So yeah, he's like, yeah, they're like, wow, she's beautiful. So sure enough, they went to the king. They told the king about her, and the king's like, man, bring her through. Like, what? And you left her? Go get her. And the king saw her, and he was like, whoa, y'all did not lie. Like, Miss Thing, so all of that. You feel me? Like, yeah, she about to be wife number whatever, but she above y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, she went above y'all. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that happened. And then Sarah, this is the part that I wanted to read with you guys right quick. So Sarah prayed, because Abraham was wrought, you know what I'm saying, about it. Like, he's worried about his wife. Oh my goodness, what he gonna do to my wife? You know what I mean? And mind you, like I said, you see how dope that is, bro? Because Abraham had a miracle happen to him, guys. Like, Yahuwah saved him from a fire, bro. A fire. And not only did Yahuwah just save him, according to the same book with the story, he was tied up, his hand was bound, and Yahuwah is so dope, bro. The rope on his hand burned to let him free, but his undergarment did not burn. Stop it, y'all, because y'all was not gonna expose his man's, you feel what I'm saying, his son. But that rope on that hand, boom, to let him free. Others died from the fire, boom, because it was so hot, and he escaped that. And years later, something happened to him that would seem less than that, but he was human. See, that's the whole point. He was human, and so he was hurt. He was afraid. He was afraid, right? And he was worried. He was troubled. He was troubled about his wife, right quick. All right. And it says, and the woman was brought to Pharaoh's house, and Avram grieved on account of his woman, and he prayed to Yahuwah to deliver her from the hands of Pharaoh. And Sarah also prayed at that time and said, this is what was dope to me, that it put out Sarah's prayer, because it told you that Abraham prayed too. But look, Sarah prayed too. And it's recorded. So that's what I wanted to read with y'all. You know what I'm saying? And she said, oh, Yahuwah Elohim, you did tell my Adonai Avram to go from this land, and to go from his land and from his father's house to the land of Canaan. And you did promise to do well with him if he would perform your command. Now behold, we have done that which you did command us, and we left our land and our families, and we went in a strange land and to a strange people whom we have not known before. And we came to the land to avoid the famine, and this evil accident has befallen me. Now, therefore, O Yahuwah Elohim, deliver us and save us from the hand of this oppressor, and do well with me for the sake of your mercy. Now, I said, you see that right there? A couple of things came into where I said, okay, yeah, I can upload something. It's a little longer than I wanted, but I said, that's what convinced me that, yeah, I can upload something. You know what I'm saying? Because she prayed, right? She prayed to Yahweh. And what she said to Yahuwah, because see, people, like I said, they'll give you messages. That's why me, bro, you won't hear me say, Yahuwah said, I'm one of those where if it's not in the word, like even this is the book of Yasher. And I would advise anybody that would listen to me, right, and can relate to me, right? Please, before you even read the book of Yasher, get familiar with the book of Genesis. Bereshit in Hebrew. Get familiar with Genesis first. In other words, what I'm saying is, before you even read the Apocrypha or anything, I would get familiar with what we call the canonized versions first. You get what I'm saying? That way you know, because see, the Bible is the word of Yah for me. Like, there's no doubt about that. But I would get familiar with the regular books first, even before reading any extra books. Why do I say that? Because for me, I am not the type, you won't hear me tell you that I got a message. Yahuwah will have to, you see how he showed me something on August 8th, 2022, that it's outright, like you can't even deny it. Like I said, I'll share that. I think that video is coming next, like for real. You know what I mean? Just to get it out there, whatever. But if it's not something like that, you're not going to hear me say, oh, Yahuwah said, or I have a word for you, or whatever. Because you never know what is really going on. Because something can look away that it is not away. If somebody should have known Abraham from that point, would it be wrong for somebody to say, because especially if they heard about, like, say, the flood and everything like that, you know what I mean? And saw miracles that Yah did. Would it be wrong for somebody to say, man, he can't be a person of Yah? Because Yahuwah do miracles. Then Yahuwah do greater miracles, like, say if it wasn't him that was saved in the fire. You get what, like, say it was somebody else. You know, and this person, no, the person saved in the fire. Now this guy, Abraham, is saying he serves Yahuwah. Yahuwah is with him. And would it be wrong for that person to say, man, he can't be serving Yahuwah? Yahuwah delivered people from burning fire. So how is he over here scared? Like, first of all, why is he even hiding his woman? That's what I would want to know. Like, why is he even hiding his woman? No, it wouldn't be wrong for them to say that. If you say yes, you're being hypocritical. No, it wouldn't be wrong for them to say that. Because it would look like he don't have much of a faith. But see, he's human. That's what that means. He's human. And when trouble comes, you just don't know how you're going to react. Why, again, did I bring that up? You want to be careful what you're saying, because you can judge a book by its cover, not knowing. So I'm not going to say no word come from me for nobody. Nothing, bro. Listen, you might tell me something. I will advise you if you ask, right? I'll advise. But I would say, I think you will never hear me say, guys, oh, I know Yahweh. Unless, if it's in the word, then that's different. There's no, if it's in the word, then that's different. You get what I'm saying? But to me, because you never know what somebody else is going through. And you never know if you're even right or wrong, because you could be wrong. Saying that Yahweh give you a message that he did not give you. So you just want to be careful. If you don't know, better you really go pray on it. But don't assume that you know. And Yahuwah told me to give you this message and, oh, because no, sweetie, you was wrong on that. And Yahuwah is not wrong. He is the truth with a capital T. You see what I'm saying? So, again, you just never know, man. Like, don't judge a book by its cover. You never know. Make sure it is from Yahuwah. Consult him before you know. You get me? And as for me, just saying this out also in the universe, please, I would rather the ugliest truth than the prettiest lie. The ugliest truth than the prettiest lie. Don't pretty it up. If you feel like, man, I can't rock with you, or I'm not, say that. Sweetie, say that. Like for real, with all due respect, say that. It's no, because for me, no love lost. Like it's all respect at the end of the day. And not everybody is going to mesh and not everybody's going to get along. But it does not matter. As long as you're doing what you need to do. Because if you're true and like I said, for me, it's not everybody that I feel to rock with and mesh with, even where I am right now today. And that's the honest truth. But I know that especially if I see you, you're in Yah, you get me, you have love for Yah. Oh, my heart, love and appreciate you so much. For real, like I love and appreciate you so much. And if that person is truly in Yah, that's really all they could care and ask for. Because for me, like I said, I'll tell you the same way that how I would want it for me. And for me, you ain't got to rock with me. But if you can even appreciate what me and y'all been through, man, I appreciate you. For real, I appreciate you. Because not everybody, you got to rock with. Like it just is what it is. It just is what it is. So yeah, guys, like I said, I'm sorry this is longer than what I wanted it to, but these are my thoughts on this Shabbat. That's how I was feeling. And again, you just always want to make sure that you're saying what Yah really told you. Because just like Sarah prayed, she said, Yah, you told us, because Yah did tell her that. Yah did tell her that. You see what I'm saying? And Yah came through for her too. That's why I always encourage y'all, go read the rest of the story. It was pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Because Yah came all the way through for Mama Sarah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's just my thoughts, like I said, for this week. Like, if Yah didn't say it, you don't know if Yah, like, was it really Yah or is it really you? Never judge a book by its cover. Never judge a book by its cover. And it's just, especially like I said, for me, I'd rather the ugliest truth than a pretty lie. Everything don't have to mesh together. It is okay. Doesn't mean that you're less than a believer if you not wanting to rock with somebody. I don't believe that. So if you feel like you don't want to rock with me, that don't make you less than a believer. He's our Yah. Like, bro, he made all of us. He's our Yah. But don't make yourself want to rock with something that you're not really feeling. Because sometimes folks can pick up on it. That's all I'm saying. And then that could cause them aggravation when it don't have to. Because don't we all have enough to deal with? Honestly, like, don't we all? Especially if you're a true believer. But, like I said, every day you stay in his word, give your life to him, join Team Yahusha, y'all. Because doesn't matter what's going on around you, you're going to be all right. You just going to be all right. So be Team Yahusha, y'all. I love you guys. Love you with the love of the Messiah, for real. Shalom.